I need post NYC mayoral primary polling. I need it. I need it. I need it. I need it.
Candidates for New York City mayor took part in the first candidates.
Justin Bentonita Cuomo because she hates AOC. I saw that. I saw she as recently as March of this year, Ramos was saying like Cuomo is a serial harasser, a corrupt person who killed elderly people. He should never be voted for again. And she endorsed him today. Insane how little people believe. Like, I expect this from the Republicans, but within the Democrats, like, I will never not be shocked at how persistently spineless these people are. I'm pretty sure it's been well demonstrated that it's an economic boon for free transit. In a city like New York City, where so many people take the metro or ride the bus, if you're not spending money on the metro, you have more money to spend at the shops. Like, it's essentially just like a tax that disproportionately affects people who get around the most. In essence, in a city like New York City, a metro fare is very much like a flat tax that disproportionately affects the poor, right? Because to get around, you only have so many hours in the day. A poor person and a rich person might take the metro the same number of times. That's a much greater percentage of the income of the poor person, you know? It's just not economically sensible, you know? There's a lot of stuff like this. We're like, this is why we don't charge people per the cent on the roads they drive on. It would be pretty dumb to, in addition to like the overhead of, you know, the logistics of managing this. Also, do you have any idea how much you would save on the NYPD budget alone if you just didn't need to police fare evaders?
Tax Andrew Cuomo's donors, the top 1% of New Yorkers and the most profitable corporations.
I love this guy so much, man.
Ultimately, paying for this economic agenda and starting to Trump-proof our city is just a question of political will. Do we want to tax the most profitable corporations in New York State?
In a way, he's almost like what I've been saying I want from Bernie Sanders. He's incredibly focused on the issues, very populist economically, but he also clearly hates Cuomo. He has hate in his heart. And this is the difference between him and Bernie Sanders, right? This is the narrativizing. He's asked, how will you pay for it? He responds, by taxing Andrew Cuomo's donors. That guy. Every moment of my life, he's on my mind. Okay, I hate Cuomo. It's New York City. The demand to live and do business here is infinite, literally infinite. Well, are they going to take Wall Street with them? Oh well, they'll just take they'll just take Broadway. They'll just like uplift it with shovels and they'll move it into New Jersey. What are you talking about? This is fake. The threat of capital flight. The concept of capital flight is weaponized disingenuously so often. Capital flight is an issue when like third world countries nationalize industries. Capital flight is not an issue in New York City. Cuomo had plenty of experience. Like, experience isn't relevant here. Like, Cuomo's experience being governor is he's had experience being a wretched, corrupt piece of shit. Like, the idea that, like, especially in this political environment where the congressional Democrats have an approval rating of like 17% and all of them are 80 years old and have been in office for 30 years, the idea that experience is what people are looking for right now is laughable. Oh yeah, dude, that's what people really, really want. If you take a look at like the overall political zeitgeist, people are really just begging for more like incumbency. People really want more legacy Democrats taking charge. Come on, dude.
Fights with the federal government, the White House through butter. How do you respond?
Just keep with the, like, literally. Hello, we're apparitions of Andrew Cuomo. You know, our network has received money from him. We have a bunch of close ties. Let me just like shadowbox with you for a little bit rather than engaging with your policy.
That.
Well, it brought us.
By the way, love them just playing clips of Cuomo. Like you're interviewing Mamdani. What's the relevance of these clips? You didn't bring up anything specific or any specific interaction. You're just like, oh, well, yeah, we're obligated to show his face. We have to, the only thing he's got going from his name recognition. So we have to just like permanently feature him, you know, free ads all the time. Bring up his talking points, bring up his arguments, show his face. Why not? Exactly the same. That like the way they got Eric Adams, apart from Eric Adams already being a corrupt piece of shit, was with a federal investigation into his corruption charges, which the DOJ then weaponized against him and blackmailed him into doing what the administration wanted with letting ICE in. And now they've opened up a federal investigation into Cuomo. They're going to do the same thing twice. They want to two New York City mayors in a row where the DOJ is going to say, hey, listen, you need to let us do whatever the fuck we want, because otherwise we're going to like just arrest you. Like you're going in jail, basically. Fantastic. I fucking hate these people. You've been really wishy-washy on this random foreign policy issue that we keep throwing in your face for no reason, even though you've answered it explicitly multiple times.
Exist as a Jewish state.
I support Israel's right to exist as a state with equal rights. I believe that every
Why
state...
not as a Jewish state?
Mamdani, wrong. You're supposed to want an ethno-state.
Because I'm not comfortable supporting any state that has a hierarchy of citizenship on the basis of religion or anything else. I think that in the way that we have in this country, equality should be enshrined in every country in the world. That's my...
His framing here, by the way, and I did see this clip, is absolutely brilliant. Because I've seen Zionists fuming over this, because they're evil, of course. And in order to fume over it, they have to admit that what they're mad about is the idea of egalitarianism. Framed it as an American thing, and this is what I mean about like patriotic leftism, the idea that like you have to own these principles and you have to make them feel like they're American because that's how people will buy them. Why is he asked this all the time? You know why. I mean, leaving aside the fact that he's constantly jumped with this as if this is like a relevant position at all for the mayor of New York City. I mean, it's the best possible answer.
My belief.
All right, let's talk a little bit about defund the police.
And she walks right past it. Because she knows she can't challenge that.
Because obviously there were old tweets of yours that popped up last night where you called the police department wicked and you were supporting defund the police.
I would love to see a Fox 5 interview of Cuomo where they take anywhere near this oppositional of an attitude towards them. I mean, they randomly just played 30 seconds of clips of him for like with no prompting at all. Like it's so fucking obvious, man. It's so obvious. And by the way, this problem has been around like for all of American history. I know that a lot of you guys started in 2016 or later with regard to like following politics, but it has been this unequal and this obviously oligarchical and this much of like an insider's party forever. It always has been. It has always been like this. Yeah, this rot has always been there. So I don't know. I don't know, man. It's so infuriating. He really wants to win the day in New York City. He's going to have to do a soft coup of the New York City Police Department. The NYPD is Hitlerite. No matter what, no matter how much you capitulate to them, they will be his undoing. Unless he breaks them and like gets them to fall into line. I'm not sure how he's going to do that, but there needs to be, I don't know whether it's through like pay incentives or whether it needs to be like widespread investigations or just replace enough people until eventually like they're loyal to you. But he needs to break them. Otherwise, I guarantee you, every week of his mayorship, it's going to be the entire mainstream media listening to the New York City police chief or whatever whining about how like Mamdani doesn't respect his warriors out there on the street, keeping the streets of New York City safe or whatever. It's going to be like that every day. I guarantee. He really is fantastic.
Progressive Victory has officially endorsed Mamdani for New York City mayor. With the race so close, a single phone call really means life or death here. Progressive Victory is officially endorsing Ras Baraka for governor. He's the mayor from Newark who was arrested by ICE about 3 or 4-ish weeks ago. If there was ever a governor who was really going to stand up to the Trump administration, it's going to be Baraka.
We are in a bit of a down spot right now, but this is the planted seed of potentially a new movement. The Democratic Party is useless. You want these new people, these non-DNC insiders to work together because this is the spark that can be cultivated into meaningful opposition.
These are winnable races that will have a massive effect on the country. We are doing phone banks every single day, and we're also going to be canvassing this upcoming Sunday in New Jersey for Baraka. I want to see you joining this PV Discord server, or else, again, you're gonna go to hell. We are creating membership cards for all of our dues-paying members, and we'll be shipping them out. Get that Progressive Victory membership cards. They look awesome. I've seen the prototypes. I'm hoping to see a lot of you in the Discord server.
The opportunity is right here in front of you, okay? I don't want to hear any whining. You can make a difference. I mean that sincerely.